morning. Washpool Campground here. Had a good night. It was pretty cold, coldest night so far. But we had a heavy storm forecast with 100-kilometer gusts, and that didn't come true. So the wind stopped in the evening, which was beautiful. And yeah, very good night's sleep. Just very cold, but I was snug as a bug, so I can't complain. Uh, 3.1. We now have 7 or so, so I think we had around 0 at 5 or so. One of the morning routines and challenges I often enjoy when camping is trying to get the fire going the next morning without using any fire lighter or starter. I don't know why, but I find it very satisfactory. Well, finally, it took a while. It's ever nice to see what others cook up.
I'm making porridge.
Oh,
yeah.
Porridge, warm porridge.
Yeah, I had to use the last bits of my milk. Have a bit of chocolates and...
Okay, I thought you were making eggs or something.
No, coconut flakes and walnuts gonna go in there. Some apple
and cinnamon and...
Cinnamon.
Jeez.
Let's see, I've never done it on this one, but...
So, Basti's special. Come on. It is very good. Thank you. Camping with Mates 2025. Good one. Supposedly there's a trek along the river from the campground to the Washpool picnic area, where sheep were once washed in these pools, hence the name. While you can take the road, we decided to follow the supposed creek trek. Turns out there's not much of a trek at all, and you end up doing some creek hopping, which gave me some wet feet. Wet feet. It's about a kilometer walk and definitely worth it, especially in summer when you wouldn't mind getting your feet wet. The water was still pretty fresh, but I love to come back here for a swim when it's warmer. I think these may be the wash pools. Definitely is nice. After we came back from camp, it was time for me for another coffee. I decided to use the out-in coffee maker and use one of the coffee capsules for convenience. Via the built-in lithium battery, the out-in heats the water and then brews either a fresh coffee or uses coffee capsules. Coffee. It's a quick plug for Summit. They provided me that alpaca socks here, and I'm wearing them now. But, actually, I do like them. You have to get used a little bit to it. They're a bit slippery, if that makes sense. In the shoes, unless you have the shoes very tight. But I stepped in the water. Everything was soaking wet. They still felt very comfortable. And they're dry by now, and supposedly 2 to 3 times warmer than wool. Not cheap, So if you need new socks, maybe try alpaca socks. They're a bit long, but yeah. Yeah, we're on the way back home, but we're gonna have a quick stop over at the Burning Mountain. That is something I'm aware of for many years, but never been there. Didn't really know exactly where it was, besides it was in the Hunter Valley, where there is an underground coal seam which is burning for over 5,000 years. Apparently 1 meter per year it continues to burn further along that seam. And yeah, apparently there are some venting shafts, or you can see the hot air coming out. Never been there, so keen to have a look at that, and then we're heading back home. Yeah, walk up to the Burning Mountain, supposedly 1.5 to 2 hours walk. We shall see. Usually they measure it generous, so I hope an hour, then we're on the way back home. Yeah, all this area here is where the coal seam burned underneath, and then everything died, and it's slowly coming back because of the heat. And I guess subterranean ground fell in, caved in, and that's when you see these gullies here. And as the coal seam burns further, the area cools and life comes back. Yeah, still not there. Up and up and up. You're going to be close because you smell it. I think up there it is. Yeah, so possibly that's burning for over 6,000 years. And you see the heat coming off the rocks, which apparently provides good thermics for eagles soaring above. And the indigenous would have slept around it, and in winter, I guess, where it would have provided some warmth. So yeah, pretty interesting, I have to say. Crazy. The Wingen Maid sits quietly on the Hunter Valley hillside, a natural sculpture carved by millions of years of geological forces. From the right angle, the rock formation perfectly resembles a woman sitting in eternal vigil, which is exactly how the early settlers saw it when they gave it its name. The Wonanura people have their own story about this formation, telling of a woman who was turned to stone while waiting for her husband to return from battle. Yeah, went yesterday. Yesterday we went to Michael Reed. That's a gallery and food. We thought maybe we eat there. We didn't. And I think I dropped my microphone for my DJI Pocket there. So given we been at the Burning Mountain today, so we're going to drive quickly back. And if I find that microphone, that would be unbelievable. We shall see. I just pulled in here, I see it, my microphone, look at that, I can't believe it. Here it is. Does it still work? What are the odds of finding that microphone a day later? But after all this luck, we decided to have lunch at the gallery, which turned out to be the most expensive toasty I've ever had. Nevertheless, it was very tasty. And this also marks the end of our trip. I certainly be back to the Pilliga and surroundings. There's still plenty more to explore in this incredible region. So stay tuned and subscribe for future adventures. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please keep in mind this is a self-funded channel, so I would greatly appreciate if you could help me out by sharing, liking and subscribing. And if you can, please consider head over to Patreon or buy me a coffee, and with the equivalent of a cup of coffee or two per month, you can really help me making these videos. Thanks a lot for watching and see you along the tracks.